Hi, it's me, your little blue alien, Tracy. Um, I wanted to run something past people, and considering the fact that when it comes to conspiracy theories and stuff, A, there's a lot of them going around, and B, on a good day, I can think of at least 10 just off the top of my head. Probably started a few myself just by accident. I'm a very sarcastic person. So, yeah. And I've sat in bars and places with good old boys and in South Africa for the most part. That's where I was raised and educated and taught all the good, the bad, and the ugly things about the planet. And literally, I sit and I listen to the conspiracy theories and I look at the freedom rallies and and what they're talking about. And it reminds me of sitting there watching and listening to these good old boys getting drunk back in the day in 1980s and trying to put the world to rights, beer after beer after beer. Now, most of them forget the grandiose ideas of taking over the universe by the following morning. But it seems that these guys are drunk on their own delusions about their abilities. Yeah, that is just my opinion. And I do think that's more of a pissing contest. Everybody's got too much testosterone, too much adrenaline, and way too much time on their hands right now with COVID. So, they're maybe not getting drunk and disorderly over this, but they really think that they have the answers to everything. And that includes how you solve a problem. Here's the first legal issue with that. A memorandum of understanding is not a legal document. And as such, it literally means nothing. I mean, granted, Israel may have a memorandum of understanding with America to provide, so that America provides them money so that Israel can buy their guns, American guns. Yeah, long story. They follow that, but it is actually not a legal document. America could, by rights, just take that away and say, we no longer have any understanding for you and your problems. And since it's not a legal document, you can't exactly sue us. There you go. But they carry on with it. So, which in itself kind of like implies that whoever's in charge or someone who's leading this alleged freedom rally is from that side of the border, south. We the north are not them the south. Because the problem with a lot of America is, and I just say America, man, it doesn't matter who, they really believe that this is a legal document between Israel and America. It's not. Never has been. And the only thing that makes it legal is AIPAC, because they say, oh, well, we'll bribe you with this and we'll give you money for that and we'll do this and we'll do that. So, yeah, and if you don't do this, we're not going to give you that. It's kind of like give and take thing. But, yeah, that's not going to get rid of Biden. It's not going to get rid of Trudeau. It's not even get rid of Aaron O'Toole. Or it doesn't matter who's in charge. Memorandum of understanding is not a legal document and it's going to get rid of no one. And the only people who actually think that it is a legal document are those who fund Israel, basically. And that's not to do anything with Israel per se. It's just that is the way their memorandum of understanding works. But it's illegal. They can't sue them over if they suddenly cancelled it. And it certainly means nothing bring one of those to any government. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. They aren't legal. So that's your first problem. The second thing is I'm supposed to believe what is being shown on the alternative media as what the government is doing. Now, apparently, I'm not supposed to believe mainstream media because they've been known to, actually invite people and pay actors, allegedly, to fake being protesters. And then they've zoomed in on these people and said, oh, look, there's a protest. And there wasn't a protest. It was just a bunch of actors and they got caught. I can't remember who did that. Might have been CNN. It might have been somebody else altogether, so don't quote me. And then you've got, at this particular stage, the truckers were coming down and allegedly The government has nothing better to do than lay nails and screws down on a motorway. Now, these nails and screws on a motorway are not just going to affect a convoy coming through. They're going to affect every freaking car on the road, and not everybody on the road, regardless of what this Freedom Convoy thinks, is actually there for the Freedom Convoy. In fact, some of them probably just put flags on there just so they could get through the freaking traffic. You didn't think of that, did you? But saying that, it does suit the organizers to get a camera crew, zone in on a couple of tins and whatever of nails thrown out on the road. So, oh, look, the government is so scared of us. Yes. Oh, no, they're so scared of us. No. Number one, there isn't a military. They might do it down south somewhere. They may even do it in Manitoba, somewhere outside the city, just to piss somebody off. But you know, whoever their party is in office, they're going to blame the other side anyway, because Pontius Pilate, they're not much for taking responsibility of their own actions. And really, Trudeau was too busy focused on his kids having COVID, him, you know, being around COVID people and isolating. Plus, it was the holidays when they got there. I mean, it's not exactly like Trudeau was expected in the city till Monday. And with COVID, that was put off. So really, the idea that the government put those nails down, I would like to actually see the proof, the physical proof. And it will take more than one cameraman and a setup shot, because that doesn't work anymore. The people in social media are moving on. A lot of people can see it said, I mean, we can see that this is a false background because half the time you can't even see my hands. And this is just something simple. I mean, I don't even know all of the more technicals, but there's a lot of people out there that do. So my conspiracy theory is that the nails were actually put down by the convoy themselves, either after they'd left that particular area or before they got to that particular area. And that the biggest problem with the convoy is that they believe that their freedoms have been curtailed. If they'd been curtailed, again, I tell you, you'd have been arrested, and the last thing they would have put down on the road is frickin' nails to damage your tires. I could also suggest that there's big money from America that is funding these. I mean, you know, if you can't piss on your own battery at home, let's go and piss on somebody else's battery and start a riot and see if we can cause problems. Bearing in mind, if you're American and you start that kind of action here, you would be seen as an enemy combatant. You would be bringing disrepute to your country. And there are more laws to shake a stick at, to take you down with, than you could shake a stick at, is what I'm saying. I mean, you shouldn't be having your conveyancing lawyer trying to deal with this, because your conveyancing lawyer is for your house, your mortgage. He ain't going to get you out of jail. Your civil rights lawyer is not going to get you out of jail either if you commit a crime. If you literally, the definition of guerrilla tactics is what the Freedom Convoy is doing at the moment. You're now setting off into little pockets so that you can attack at different center points. This is what ISIS does. This is what Al-Qaeda did. You didn't like it when they did it, and they were doing it on foreign soil. You know, granted, you've got really, really big trucks, and it would really, really, really seem silly trying to knock you off the frickin' road, for God's sake. That is dangerous. There's no government on the planet. Well, I say not on the planet. Yeah, maybe somebody on in the one of the North Korea or whatever might do. But even, you know, I do believe that the biggest issue here is that they have lathered themselves up in a lather. I mean, literally, it's drama central out there. We couldn't have come up with anything better for, you know, it's like EastEnders on steroids is what you guys are, but good luck with that. And this is your blue alien. I'm back out again, and see you on the flip side. Ta-ra.